Hi there. Welcome to a series of videos called English for Emerson. On this channel, we're learning about some basic conversational English. You need to have something to write with, and you need something to write on with lines on it going side to side. In our lessons, we've been learning about some things you might ask in just a normal conversation, like, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you want to do? Do you want to do something today? What do you want to do? Sure, let's go do something. Basic conversational English. Now today, we got a new word. Now, I know we haven't done this word before, so I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna be asking a question. Let's say that we're out riding bikes down the road, and we come to a stop sign, and this road ends, and we can go left, we can go right. Well, what are we going to ask in a situation like that? We're going to ask, if we're riding with somebody, maybe we'll say, which way do we go? Good question. Which way do we go? I've been asking that question my whole life. Still haven't gotten a very good answer. Which way do we go? Starts with a capital W. Now, you'll notice, very important, that my capital W takes up the space between three lines from the top through the middle down to the bottom. The middle part of my W, this little peak in here, I take it up a little ways above the midline. You can kind of put that wherever you want. You just have to add your own style. Next letter in which is an H. You'll notice that a lot of these question words that start with a W, the second letter is usually an H, silent. Then we have an I, which. I wonder if you can hear the next sound in which. Which. Do you hear that? Ch. We know that usually in English, the ch sound is made with the letter CH. CH. CNH. Pure cane sugar from Hawaii. Okay. Which. Now, think of the next word here. Which way? Which way? What? We got another W. Well, I feel like I'm going to have to sneeze. I feel it coming. Oh boy, this could be rough. Woo! It's right there. Why do I always have to start sneezing right when I start a video? Maybe it's because I'm talking. I don't know what's going on. Which way? Do you hear the second letter in way? I do. I hear A. Now, if English made any sense at all, that would be the word way. But we know that English does not make any sense. We've talked about that many times. It doesn't make sense. It's sloppy and it's lazy. The ending of this word is going to be with a Y. Why does it end with a Y? I have absolutely no idea. Just simple memorization. That's a silent Y. It makes no sound. Makes no sound. There's other words that have a silent Y at the end of it. A lot of words. Another example would be the word day. I'll put it up here. Or say. They have the same ending. A lot of times, a word that ends with the sound A does not end with an A. It has something silent on the end of it. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. English does not make sense, and there's a lot of memorization. Which way do we go? The word do starts with a D, and the letter D, the lowercase, starts like a lowercase c. And we go down. Do we go? We know that the word go starts with a G. It's just another letter that starts like a lowercase c. Then we hang the tail down. Which way do we go? Good question in life. Which way do we go? You know, you're talking to the wrong guy if you want to know which way to go. My advice is go ask somebody else. My advice is go ask somebody else if you want to know which way to go. Oh, malarkey. I tell you what. But let's just say that I knew which way to go, which I don't. I do not. But let's just say that I did, and I answered. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an answer. I would say turn. That's going to be with a capital T. We start every sentence with a capital. Turn is T-U. That's kind of a weird bottom of my U though. There we go. T-U-R. Turn. Turn. Do you hear the end of turn? I hear it with an N. Turn. Let's say we'll turn right. R. I. That part makes sense. That makes sense. Rye. But now it's going to get into our crazy English. We got a silent part. I'm not making this up either. I'm not making this up. There's a silent GH in the word right. Do not ask me why, because I don't know why. It's just there. A lot like the Y at the end of way. In the word right, there's a silent GH. It's not the only time you're going to see this. It's also in the word night, like nighttime. I'll put it up here. There's a silent GH. It would make sense if it was just R-I-T. R-I-T, right, but we don't do it that way. There's a silent GH in there. I'm sure there's some sort of scholar out there somewhere who could explain why there's a GH in right, but I don't know why. It's just there. Turn right. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, if I say turn right, there's a better than 50% chance that you should probably turn left. I'll put it up here. Turn left. If I say turn right, sorry, there's probably a pretty good chance you should turn left. That's the way it goes. You might be talking to the wrong person over here if you want directions. But it'll be an interesting ride and a lot of fun. I can guarantee you that. We'll have a few good laughs. I'll tell you what, we will. Which way do we go? Turn right. And there it is. We've had a couple of new words today on English for Emerson, and I feel good about it. I know we haven't talked about the word which before. I know we haven't. And I think we've maybe talked about right one time before, maybe. That's a good word, which. Which way do we go? Turn right. Okay, that's all I got for you today. Very simple and easy today on English for Emerson. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.